This, and that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this Parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes, looking upstream to tackle poverty, conflict. And that is why today
Hey, Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakach, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is the Mayim in Atlanta, and saw this on Insider Paper on X or Twitter or Zitter or whatever you want to call it. And it's the British or UK PM, their Prime Minister, talking about digital IDs, mandatory digital ID cards, which will be made mandatory for you to work within the UK, for you to, I've been saying also that for you to even go into stores to buy and sell, that you will have to have this mandatory digital ID card. This is not the MOTB, the mark. This is not it yet, but this is a forerunner for the MOTB, because that will be made mandatory. That will be for you to buy and sell. That will even be for you to work. Just like this. It's a forerunner, and you can tell they have set this up all from the beginning, because they're trying to push it like it's all about immigration. Like immigration got completely out of control. Now we have to bring in some order, and that order is this digital ID card, which will eventually become the MOTB, the RFID micro C-hip, which they will want to insert inside of you. That's when it'll be the actual mark that's spoken of in Revelation 13. Once it's inserted into people and made mandatory, that's when you'll know what it is. But they set this up. They have been busing people in from foreign countries over in Europe, over here in Babylon the Great. They've been letting migrants in purposefully and basically set this all up for them to bring this from the get-go. Problem, reaction, solution. But we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. We knew this was coming, and we should be rejoicing that this is here. It's here. And we've got World War III ramping up. We had all those generals meet in Virginia recently because World War III is about to really begin. But first, the MOTB is going to have to be pushed out and made mandatory for the world. And then the war will kick up, and before we know it, we'll be looking up because our salvation is nigh. Yahweh Shai will be returning. We're here. We're very, very close. But this digital ID is a forerunner. And I heard the brother in Mississippi call it a forerunner. And so let's check that out. Where is, there it is. Salakia. And so I just put it into ChatGPT. What is a forerunner? A forerunner is someone or something that comes before another. The digital ID card will come before the MOTB, the RFID micro C-HIP being inserted into you. It's a forerunner. So it's the thing that's coming before. So it's acting as a sign, and this should be a sign for the hopeful elect that the end is nigh. The end is very close. So it's acting as a sign, a messenger, or advanced representative of what's to follow. An advanced representative is you can think of that as the avant-garde. And it's a possible Gabar likes to go into. Depending on context, it can mean a general sense, a predecessor, an early version, or a person event that signals what's coming. So as an example, the telegraph was a forerunner of the modern internet. And so another example, the digital ID card is a forerunner to the mark of the beast, to the MOTB. It's really, really is. Biblical spiritual sense, a messenger or servant who prepares the way for something greater. Example, John the Baptist is often called the forerunner of Mashiach, and he came clearing the way for him, letting people know that the Messiah was coming back soon. Military exploration sense, a scout or advance guard, avant-garde, that goes ahead of the main group. So in short, a forerunner goes ahead to prepare, announce, or signal the coming of someone or something else. In which we could even see this as a forerunner to the destruction of the Edomites, because them pushing this out, their destruction is coming. The salvation of Israel is coming with this, and the destruction of Idumea, of Edom, Edom being the so-called white man, including the small hatters. Who's pushing this out? Look at who's doing this. Who else could be pushing this out? And whoever's doing that would be the Edomites. These are the Edomites. These small hatters, these so-called Caucasians, so-called white people. These are the Edomites. They're the only ones in power, and enough power and influence around the world to have this pushed out. And they want it for total control. They want it to try and keep their temporary blessing. They want to extend it. They really want the full birthright, but that's not for them because they are the wicked. None of this is going to work out for them. And they should actually be, no, I don't want them to because I want them to go ahead and push it, but this is the forerunner to their destruction as well. So it says, so in short, a forerunner goes ahead to prepare, announce, or signal the coming of someone or something else. Also signaling the coming of Yahweh Shai. He's coming. So you're putting out this mark unto everybody. And we don't have to go too far. We're just going to go into Revelation 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is just a digital ID card at this point. Yeah, that's perfectly lawful for you to take. But once it comes time to where they want to put it inside of you, no. That's this. And they're going to try to cause everyone. Everyone will be tried. small and great, rich and poor, everybody on this planet, with the exception of the tippy top of the elite. Because they're the ones that are really pushing this out, starting with your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, your DuPonts, your Gettys, so on and so forth. But they want to put this into everybody. They're not going to let you work unless you get this. They're not going to let you buy and sell or maintain a position within society at all unless you get the MOTB when it comes out. And they're putting out this Forerunner currently, this digital ID card. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. These Edomites are trying to push this out, and they have just a short amount of time. People are turning on them. The curses are turning onto them. They normally do everything via gradualism, but time is against them. So they're pushing this out. It's getting kind of sloppy. You can see it, and it's not gonna work. They're gonna get a lot of people though, but if you want to make it out of the fire, this is not an option to take. So, Lord willing, they hurry up and go ahead and push this out. Have a wonderful Day of Atonement. I'd like to give all glory, power, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.